Good morning, students of class 3. Students, I am sure all of you are happy and healthy. Students, in my last video, I had explained and written exercise A of Grammarly kinds of sentences of lesson 1, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Today, students, I am going to continue with the Grammarly exercise B, that is parts of sentence. So all of you, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book and turn to page number 11. Students, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book, page 11, Grammarly exercises. Fine. Students, in my last video, I had explained the kinds of sentences and we had learned about the exclamatory sentence and the imperative sentences. Students, statements and questions we have already practiced in class 2. Simple questions are known as interrogative sentence which end with a question mark. The answers, the statements, they are known as statements and they end with a full stop. Whereas the third kind of sentences which we had learned in the last video are the imperative sentences. And students, sentences which express our commands, request or advice, they are known as imperative sentences. The imperative sentences, they also end in a full stop. So students, imperative sentences give commands, जिसमें हम command देते हैं, order देते हैं. We make request, जिसमें हम please लगाते हैं, or we advise something. So the sentences which give commands, make request or give advice, those sentences are known as the imperative sentences and they end in a full stop. Whereas the fourth kind of sentences are the exclamatory sentence. And children, exclamatory sentences, they end in an exclamation mark. I hope all of you remember this is an exclamation mark. And we use the exclamation mark with words which express our feelings of happiness, sorrow, pain, surprise, wonder. तो हमारी जो feelings हैं, जिन words से express होती है, उनके बाद हम exclamation mark लगाते हैं. And the sentences which have got an exclamation mark, they are known as exclamatory sentences. Fine. Now, let's revise exercise A, that is identify and write whether the following sentences are exclamatory or imperative. The first one, congratulations, you won the first prize. Now you can see that after the word congratulations there is an exclamation mark. So these sentences with an exclamation mark, they are known as exclamatory sentence. So the first one is exclamatory sentence, and this exercise we have to identify and write whether the sentence is exclamatory or imperative. So the first sentence has got an exclamation mark after congratulations, which indicates that this is an exclamatory sentence. Then the second one, put your books on the table. This is an imperative sentence. It is ending with a full stop and it's an order, put your books on the table. That means it's an imperative sentence. Then the third one, oh, this is so shameful. There is an exclamation mark after O which indicates that again this is an exclamatory sentence. So oh, this is so shameful, this is an exclamatory sentence. Then the fourth one, please do not drive the car very fast. Now if you look carefully, there is please. We are starting the sentence with please, which shows that we are making a request. Please लगाए, that means कि हम request कर रहे हैं. And the sentence is ending in a full stop. So this is an imperative sentence. Then the fifth one, take care of your health. Take care of your health. Here we are giving an advice. So again, this is an imperative sentence. So the fifth one is imperative sentence. Then the last sentence, and that is, I am so proud of you. And this sentence ends with an exclamation mark. So this is again an exclamatory sentence. So you need to keep in mind that wherever there is an exclamation mark in the sentence, those sentences are exclamatory sentence. And sentences where you give commands, make requests or give advice, those sentences are imperative sentences. Fine. Now students, today I am going to start with parts of a sentence. Fine? Parts of a sentence. Now, students, a sentence has got two parts. एक सेंटेंस के कितने पार्ट्स होते हैं? टू. One is subject and the other one is predicate. Subject and predicate. First क्या है? Subject and दूसरा predicate. Sentence क्या होता है? Any group of word which conveys meaning and that is a sentence. Generally sentence ends with a full stop. Fine. बट अभी हमने काइंड ऑफ सेंटेंस पढ़ा, उसमें कुछ सेंटेंस एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क से एंड होते हैं, कुछ क्वेश्चन मार्क से एंड होते हैं एंड कुछ फुल स्टॉप से एंड होते हैं. तो हर सेंटेंस के दो पार्ट्स होते हैं. द फर्स्ट इज सब्जेक्ट एंड द सेकंड इज प्रेडिकेट. नाउ द पर्सन और द थिंग स्पोकन अबाउट इज कॉल्ड द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. ठीक है. अब सब्जेक्ट बेटा वो होता है जनरली जो एक्शन करता है सेंटेंस में, या जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, है ना. जिसके बारे में भी हम बात कर रहे हैं तो वो सब्जेक्ट है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई राइट दिस सेंटेंस, लेट्स टेक द नेम एज दिव्यांश. दिव्यांश is a good boy. Fine. Now I'm talking about whom? I'm talking about Divyansh. So मैं किसके बारे में? We are talking about Divyansh. So Divyansh is the subject in the sentence. And the remaining sentence, जो बचा हुआ sentence है, that's the predicate. Divyansh क्या है? Subject है. Because हम दिव्यांश के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. जिसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं या जो भी सेंटेंस में एक्शन करता है वो सब्जेक्ट होता है. फाइन. एंड जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट होता है, जो सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बात करता है, वो प्रेडिकेट होता है. फाइन. द पर्सन और थिंग स्पोकन अबाउट इज द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. कोई भी जिसके जो एक्शन करता है, जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, वो सब्जेक्ट होता है. एंड द पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस विच टॉक्स अबाउट द सब्जेक्ट, और जो सेंटेंस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बताता है वो प्रेडिकेट होता है. सो सेंटेंस हैज गॉट टू पार्ट्स. वन इज सब्जेक्ट एंड द अदर वन इज प्रेडिकेट. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट सम मोर एग्जांपल. द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल इज सोनाली sings a song. Now who sings the song? Sonali. So Sonali is the subject. Now the part of the sentence which tells us about the subject, that is the predicate. So sing the song क्या हो गया आपका? Predicate हो गया. Fine. जो subject के बारे में predicate बताता है, जो action करता है, जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, वो subject होता है. और sentence का वो part जो subject के बारे में बताता है, that is the predicate. Fine. Now the next example is Ravi and Aman. Ravi and Aman go for a walk every morning. Ravi and Aman go for a walk every morning. Now who goes for a walk every morning? We are talking about Ravi and Aman. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका सब्जेक्ट कोई सिंगुलर ही हो. यहाँ पे देखो वी टॉकिंग अबाउट टू पर्सन्स, रवि एंड अमन. तो रवि और अमन क्या हो गए? सब्जेक्ट. एंड द पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस व्हिच टेल्स अबाउट द वर्क रवि एंड अमन आर डूइंग, they are, those words are the predicate. The part of the sentence which talks about the subject, what are Rami and Aman, what do? They go for a walk every morning. So this part of the sentence tells about the subject is the predicate, and the part of the sentence who does the work or about whom we are speaking, that is the subject. ठीक है. तो जो भी एक्शन करता है, जिसके बारे में बात हो रही, वो सब्जेक्ट, और सेंटेंस का वो पार्ट जो सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बताता है, दैट इज द प्रेडिकेट. सो यू नीड टू कीप इन माइंड दैट द सेंटेंस हैज गॉट टू पार्ट्स, सब्जेक्ट एंड द प्रेडिकेट. फाइन. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद एक्सरसाइज B given on page number 12. So all of you please take out your books and turn to page number 12. The Wordsworth English Reader book. Turn to page number 12. Now, the heading is Exercise B. Match the correct predicates from column 2 to the subjects given in column 1. फाइन. अब यहाँ पे कॉलम 1 में सब्जेक्ट से और कॉलम 2 में प्रेडिकेट से. अब हमको करेक्ट सब्जेक्ट को करेक्ट प्रेडिकेट से मैच करना. फाइन. सो कॉलम 1 has got the subject and column 2 has got the predicate. So first let's write. पहले हम पूरा लिख लेते हैं. फाइन. Tuesday, and in front of Tuesday what is written? Are shining in the sky. Then the second one, are you, the predicate written in front of this is broke the window. There's a question mark at the end. Then the third one, the Wright brothers a pleasant surprise, and after surprise there is an exclamation mark. Fine. Now the fourth one, stars, and in front of stars the subject written is comes after Monday. Full stop. Then the fifth one, who built and flew the first aircraft. Now the sixth one, what teaching English to the students. At the end, question mark. Then the seventh one is a beautiful day. At the end, exclamation mark. And last one, what this your notebook. At the end, question mark. Now, you can see column A1 has got the subjects and column B has got the predicates. Now we need to match the correct subject with the predicate so that it makes a correct sentence which conveys a correct meaning. कुछ भी किसी के सामने लिखा हुआ है लेकिन हमको करेक्ट सब्जेक्ट को करेक्ट प्रेडिकेट से जोड़ना है. Now at the end of the sentence you can see there is full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, which indicates that these are different kinds of sentences. Some are imperative, some are interrogative, some are exclamatory, and we need to choose the correct subject for the correct predicate so that it conveys the correct meaning. Now the first one, Tuesday comes after Monday. So ये first वाला is Tuesday comes after Monday. Please match using a scale. Tuesday comes after Monday. Fine. ये हमारा first sentence हो गया. Tuesday subject है, comes after Monday. Fine. Then the second one. Are you? Now since this is a question, अब दो predicates हैं जिनमें question mark. One is broke the window, the other one is teaching English to the students. I'm sorry, there's one more. This your notebook. So are you? क्या होगा इसका? Second. Are you teaching English to the students? First ये है and this is the second one. So are you teaching English to the students? You want? You can match it. Fine. Are you teaching English to the students? Now the third one. The Wright brothers. We all know the Wright brothers built and flew the aircraft. So this is the third one. Right, 3. The Wright brothers built and flew the aircraft. Now the fourth one. Stars are shining in the sky. So this is the fourth one. Stars are shining in the sky. Now who? Again, we need to find a predicate with a question mark. So who? This your notebook nahi hoga. Who broke the window? This one. Who broke the window? This is the fifth one. Right, 5. Who broke the window? Now, 6th. What? What? A pleasant surprise. What a pleasant surprise. This is an exclamatory sentence. Write 6 over here. Now, is this your notebook? This is an interrogative sentence. So, write 7 over here. Now, the last one. What a beautiful day. Again, an exclamatory sentence. So, write 8 over here. So, we have matched the subjects with the predicates. Let's revise the first one. Tuesday comes after Monday. Second, are you teaching English to the students? Third, the Wright brothers built and flew the aircraft. Fourth, stars are shining in the sky. Fifth, broke the window? 6. What a pleasant surprise. 7. Is this your notebook? And the last one, 8. What a beautiful day. I hope everybody has written, students. So now I'm going to erase this and I'm going to start with the last exercise of this lesson, that is creative writing. Fine. Now students, please turn to page number 13 of your Wordsworth English Reader book, and the exercise which I am going to do is creative writing. Now, the question is complete the following story using the phrases from the box. Now, there are certain phrases given in the box over here. Let's read those phrases. The first one is wanted a box. Second, became good friends. Third, was too short for. Fourth, was too tall. Fifth, sleeping on the floor. Sixth, another box. Seventh, a small puppy. And eighth, just the right box. Now the name of the story is Jimmy and the Box. What is the name of the story? Jimmy and the Box. This is the name of the story. Now you can see in the picture, you can see a small puppy. He is Jimmy. Fine. You can see 3 more pictures. Now we need to fill in the correct phrase from the box and complete the story. So, let's start with the story. First of all, I am going to read out as it is and then I will write on the board. Jimmy was dash. He felt cold. He dashed to make his home. He looked everywhere and finally found a box. But the box dashed him. Soon he found dash. This box was too big for him. So he looked for another box and found one. But this box dash. Jimmy was sad. Sometimes later, a kind boy found Jimmy dash. He brought an empty box his home. This box was dash for him. Jimmy thanked the boy and Jimmy dash. So let's start the story. Jimmy was, now from the box we will take Jimmy kaun tha? A small puppy. So write in the first line, a small puppy. Jimmy was a small puppy. He felt cold. He dashed to make his home. Now in the picture, what can you see? That Jimmy was a small puppy and he felt cold. He was feeling cold. So what did he want? He wanted a box, right? Wanted a box in the second line. He wanted a box to make his wanted a box to make his home. Now, he looked everywhere. He looked everywhere and finally found a box, full stop, but the box dash him. Now in the first picture, what can you see? What can you see in the first picture? He found a box, but the box was too short for him. Was too short for him. Now the next paragraph. Soon he found dash. Soon he found, what did he found? Now in the picture, you can see he found another box. So write another box in the fourth line. Soon he found another box. This box was too big for him. So he looked for another box and found one, but this box dash. Now what you can see, the box which he found was too tall for him. So we write was too tall. Now the last paragraph. Jimmy was sad. Sometimes later, a kind boy, sometimes later, a kind boy found Jimmy. Where did the kind boy find Jimmy? Sleeping on the floor. Sleeping on the floor. Full stop. He brought an empty box, his home, full stop. This box was dash, just the right box, right? Just the right box for him. Jimmy thanked the became good friends. So, with this we have finished the story. Clear? So, we have finished the story. Let's revise. Jimmy was a small puppy. He felt cold. He wanted a box to make his home. He looked everywhere and finally found a box, but the box was too short for him. Soon he found another box. This box was too big for him. So he looked for another box and found one. But this box was too tall. Jimmy was sad. Sometimes later, a kind boy found Jimmy sleeping on the floor. He brought an empty box home. This box was just the right box for him. Jimmy thanked the boy. The boy and Jimmy became good friends. So students, with this, we have finished lesson 1 of Wordsworth English Reader book, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And I'm sure all of you must have completed the exercise in your notebook and in your textbook. Please do learn and revise the taught exercise. Please do read the lesson again and again. That's all for today. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.